Alright, so we're going to do a quick walkthrough of how to access your Cengage homework assignments and how to complete them. So let's take a look at the Computer Concepts Module 4. For this particular module, you don't actually have any assignments, but you do have reading. So we're going to go ahead and click on that first learning outcome, and it's going to take us to the Cengage homework platform directly to the textbook. Okay, so now that we're here, I'm actually going to close this out and I want to show you something. So it's currently in outline view, and what that means is that all of the resources provided by the author are here. So if you want to do any additional practice, all of those additional things are going to be listed here. So for example, let's go down to Excel, Module 1. So you have two assignments for Module 1. You have a project and an exam. But in this folder, you can access the reading materials, practice assignments, and a variety of different things if you want that additional practice. Now, if you only want to see the actual assignments that are coming due, you're going to click on Rolling Week View, and then you can open up and see what assignments are due and their due date. All right, let's go back to Canvas. Alright, so let's say Module 5 Computer Concepts Exam. Let's open that up. Alright, so it took us directly to the exam, and you want to take a look at the exam details, and it says incorrect attempts allowed per question 3. So you can attempt each question 3 times. Now let me clarify, this does not mean that you're taking the entire exam 3 times, but if you answer a question wrong, you'll keep going through the exam and you'll get that same question later on, and you'll be able to give it another attempt up until 3 attempts. So go ahead and click Start. And you see it's a multiple choice question. We have 3 attempts. You can click right here and it'll show you the different questions, and you can move through those questions if you're unsure. Just make sure all questions are answered before you submit your completed exam. Alright, now let's take a look at the Excel assignments. Alright, so for the 4 Excel modules, you're going to have 2 assignments. One is a project and one is an exam. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the assignment details. It says maximum number of submissions allowed is 3. How many do you have remaining? 3, because we haven't started it yet, which means you can complete and submit this project 3 times. I really want you going through, if you miss any points, and going back and correcting them and resubmitting them to make sure you're learning each of those concepts. So we're going to go ahead and click Start. You're going to have 2 files that you need to download. One is the instruction file, and that's going to include all of the instructions for you to complete the project, and it goes through step by step. And then the second thing you're going to download is the start file, and this is where you're actually going to be completing those steps in the Excel file. So you're going to download the instructions and the start file. You're going to go through step by step, completing each task. Once you've completed it, you're going to save it, and then you're going to upload it and submit it for a grade. Then you're going to review to see what problems you got wrong, and then you're going to go back and resubmit up to 2 more times if you need to. All right, let's take a look at the Excel exam. Okay, so incorrect actions allowed per task 10. The reason why I made it 10 is because sometimes it can be a little bit finicky and you're essentially going to be clicking trying to complete the task, but if you click on something wrong, it marks you incorrect, and that's one of your attempts. And so I wanted to make sure that you have a few extra attempts in there as a buffer in case you're clicking on the wrong thing accidentally. And then you can retake the exam 2 times. So you'll go through everything, you get your 10 attempts per step, then you can complete the exam and then go back in and complete it a second time. So again, going back to, you really want to be practicing those skills and perfecting them as you go through each additional attempt. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up so you can see what it looks like. All right, so it tells us we have 10 attempts remaining, and then in the bottom right-hand corner, it's going to give us our task instructions. Open the workbook PB Financials located in the document folder. So we did the steps correctly and it marked it correct. For this particular example, I'm going to do it wrong just so you can see what it looks like. Okay, let's look at the task. Use the Tell Me box to change the fill color. Well, let's say I don't know where the Tell Me box is, so I'm just going to start clicking on things. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. It's marking me incorrect. Okay, let me look in this. Again, I clicked on the wrong thing. It's marking me incorrect. So that's why I wanted to give you those 10 attempts to account for just some errors when you're looking for where to find a particular thing. But that's why you want to make sure you're going through the reading and through the practice if necessary, so you're learning all of these skills before you actually take the exam. All right, so that's pretty much it when it comes to how to open and complete the different types of assignments. Once you get down to Word and PowerPoint, it's going to be pretty comparable to the Excel exams. And so I'm not going to go through each of those. But again, as you go through everything, if you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.